Hi, I'm Marilyn San Clemente of Stamp with Marilyn, and welcome to my creative playground. Tonight I'm going to show you a different take on fun fold cards, and I think you'll like it. It's something that just kind of occurred to me this afternoon. So, sometimes I have good ideas, sometimes not. But anyway, we'll see how this works out. So let me get my camera set up and we can get started. So what I wanted to show you today was how to do, in a sense, it's how to do this card, but without this piece behind it. So it's how to connect these or how to cut them so that they are connected. So I hope that makes sense. Anyway, this was a card that I did a couple months ago, and this is out on YouTube. Facebook deletes videos after 1 month now, so it is out on YouTube, and you can see it out there, but I did connect this with this piece here to put those pieces together. And then I did this one. I think I did this in the same night, but I'm not sure, because I think I wanted to show different ways to do this. This is one also, and they're connected using a piece of cardstock. So what I'm going to show you tonight is how to do these without the piece of cardstock to connect them. What I want to show you is if you take this die, okay, oops, and I'm just going to grab a piece of this. I use this tape here, the 3M tape. It's Post-it. It's just a long Post-it note, and you can use Post-it notes as well too. But what you want to do is you want to keep this side, okay, and you want the cutting edge to be just equal to the fold on this. So this is a regular folded card, okay, and I guess I should have said that. So I'm going to do this. Okay, and then I'm going to run that through my trusty cutter. So we're going to take that off, and you'll see okay, so we now have this. Oops. And it will open. You kind of have to separate it. Okay, so now it opens like this. Isn't that cool? So you could do a couple of these and run them together, and rather than having to have another piece behind it to hold them together. Okay, so the other thing I want to mention is the last chance list was updated today, and there's a whole bunch of things, and a lot of it's stuff I'm using tonight that are going to be out there. And one of them is these dies, which are the Arches die. And it's one of my favorite die sets. I'm so sorry to see it go. I really wish it wasn't going. So it's Everyday Arches dies. So those are retiring. So I would check, because if you don't have these and you want them, because they are great dies, then they may be discounted. Okay, so we did that. And now I am going to use a little bit of retired product. Heaven forbid that I do that, but okay. And I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to do that with this. Okay, and at the same time I'm cutting this, I'm going to cut this piece of white for the inside. What I have done is, this is just over the fold, okay, so I'm going to have that little part that's on the fold. And if you're cutting something and you want to cut multiple things at one time, you've got a piece that's longer, I just feed it under. You just have to make sure that this piece, the whole die is on the plate. So, okay. My Archon here with my, oh my gosh, this one's tight. Oh, it's probably because I'm doing a double. It's 2 layers, that's why. Okay, so we'll move that out of the way. And that should be all the cutting that we're doing tonight, because I've pre-cut a lot of stuff. Okay, so I have cut this white layer, and that is going to go on the inside of this. And I'm going to set that aside. And I've cut this. Okay, there we go. So if you bend it, oops, it didn't cut all the way through. Okay. Let me run that through one more time. Sometimes when you're doing 2 layers, especially if it's colored cardstock, oh, it still didn't cut all the way through. Oh my gosh. It may not cut all the way through. Ooh, uh-oh. I forgot I had that in there. That's not good. Oh my gosh, now I've, look at that. Okay, well, we'll have to recut that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this, line this up again. Yeah, when you're using, so colored cardstock, our colors are just a little bit heavier than basic white. The white is a thinner because that's, you're usually putting that on a layer, you know, on a layer of colored paper. So a lot of times the colored cardstock is just a little bit thicker than the white. And I may have just messed myself up. I did just mess myself up because I cut through the... Okay, ignore me. Oh my gosh. So I cut through this, which I wasn't supposed to do. And so this is supposed to be like this. These would match up. Okay, let me try that again. So this one's going to get used twice. There we go. And this time it cut all the way through. And I think it was probably because I had that other stuff in the middle and I had forgotten that I had put that in the middle. So there's that. Okay, so now, so this is going to be our base. So you just have to bend this a little bit. There we go. That's going to be our base. So I'm going to put this in here like that. And so this is the next size down. And then I'm going to go get my piece of designer paper that I just chewed up. Okay, I was going to use this for I'm sorry, not the inside. I was going to use this for this layer. There we go. Oops, I probably need to put it, oh, I didn't cut it very straight, did I? Oh, flowers move in the wind, right? I never claim to be perfect. So that's these two, and this set is retired. So the other set, the Meant to Be set, it's one of the scrapbooking sets, and I'm just going to put that up there. It looks like this, and this is the scrapbooking page that has these stickers on it. This is the set itself, and then these are the dies for it, and we're going to do something else with these dies in a minute. So that one I've already pre-cut though, so we don't have to, I don't have to make a mistake again. But anyway, okay, so this went on the last chance list today also, including the scrapbooking paper. So both the scrapbooking paper, the kit, and the stamp set and dies went on the last chance list. And I love this set. In fact, I've been using this. I'm working on 2 different scrapbooks, one for my daughter and then one for my trip from Alaska. I've been using that paper quite a bit. So, okay, so let's decorate this. So for this one, I happen to love, and again, this is retired, but that's the set that goes, here we go, Thoughtful Expressions. It is a retired set, and I happen to love the dies. So the dies from Thoughtful Expressions, that is the scallop circle die. I love that set. So this is a set I will always keep. Plus, I am a huge, huge fan of hummingbirds. And I'm trying to think of the name of the plant. I have a plant on my back deck that my mother always had. on her deck, and it attracts hummingbirds. And the other thing that I did was I stamped the hummingbird and cut that out, but then I went out to Google and Googled hummingbirds and came back with this. So I'm going to try and use this to color, to add my colors to the birds. And the ones that I have that come around with my plant are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I'm going to work on the hummingbird. Here's some pink, green, and I think I need purple. So which purple is this? This is Fresh Freesia. I think I probably want Highland Heather. Yep. Yep, Highland Heather. There we go. And I could actually probably use the light Fresh Freesia. And then, where did I put the other? Oh my gosh. Oh, there they are, right here. Oh, they're on the other side of me. Okay, they're right here, the Poppy Parade. So, okay, so what I'm going to do with this is, as you can see, oops, let me move this down. As you can see, the beak kind of starts out as a green, and then there's this green kind of stripe that goes along. And so this one is light Granny Apple. So I'm going to color here, and I'll color up along there. And then I'm going to color a stripe there, and a little bit of this. Kind of blend that in a little bit. Okay. And then, actually I didn't bring any blue over, because this also has blue in it too. And so now I'm going to use some of the Highland Heather. And I'm just going to outline some of those little lines. Okay. And now I'm going to fill that in. This is the light Highland Heather, so I'm going to use that, and I'm going to kind of blend that and also in with the green, so it gives that some depth. I love this bird. Fuchsia plant, that's what it is. Fuchsia plant. I knew it would come back to me. At least it didn't come back to me at 4 in the morning. So today was our day to order that we could pre-order the product for September to December. And so I got up, so it goes on, the products go online at midnight Mountain Time. Oops, this yellow is almost dead. I think I need another yellow. Midnight Mountain Time, and I woke up at 1 o'clock Eastern Time, our time, so it wasn't midnight Mountain Time yet. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go back to sleep. And at 4 o'clock I woke up, and then I'm like, it's 4 o'clock. Okay. I went in and I put my order in. I'm going to throw a little bit of pink in here. This is the petunia. There we go. And I'm going to give him kind of a pink belly. This is the light petunia pop. Okay. And I want to fix this down here. There we go. So these are not freesias, but I'm still going to, it's the flower that came with the set. So I will put that on here. There we go. We'll put him there. And then on the inside, I have to figure out what I want to put on the inside. So I've got these cute little buds that I cut earlier. So this is Petunia Pop, and this is Fresh Freesia. So that's going to go on the inside. And then, where did I put? Oh, thoughtful expressions. Oh, this is a good one. You're in my thoughts today. There we go. So typically, hummingbirds would come up to like a fuchsia plant. Maybe what I need to do is put it this way, like that. This isn't a fuchsia, but so they would come up to the flower and they drink the sap or the syrup that's in the flower. And it's funny because, so my mom had always put fuchsia plants out, and then the hummingbirds would come. And so when I moved here, I started doing the same thing. I just started putting fuchsia plants out. And then one day the hummingbirds stopped coming over. And I was talking to my neighbor, and she's like, oh yeah, I put up a hummingbird feeder. I'm like, that's why they haven't been coming over. So, okay, so I'm going to put some... This is not my best coloring job, but it's hard to do it when everybody's watching. Okay, so I'm just going to put this kind of here. There we go. Grab a glue dot and put that kind of under his beak a little bit. There we go. Like right there, just to hold the beak in place. There we go. All right. I love it. So isn't that cute? Now, wouldn't you like to receive that? I don't think that this would fit in the 3x3. No, it's 3 1/4. It's actually 3 1/2. So it would not fit in the 3x3 envelope. But isn't that cute? I just think that that's so cute. What a great thinking of you card. So I'll put that up there. Put my hummingbirds away. Okay, the next one I wanted to show you was I used this with the Nested Essential dies, and that is these, okay, and I used the largest one, and what I thought was this would be a really cute card, like this, actually. So this is Fresh Freesia that I'm putting on the inside, and I did that with the one that's the next smaller one. So this is the largest of this die. I don't know what to call this die. Because that's also six-sided too, but it's a different kind of six-side. So, okay, and what I was going to do was color this, put these on. Oops, gotta poke a little thing out right there. So put that in the background. And then this on top, like that, and then one of these on. So what I like to do first is color the veins of the leaves, like that, and then use the light Granny Apple Green to fill in. There we go. To blend it all together. So I use the lights to do the blending after I've colored the veins. Okay. Okay, so I also have this, which we could put on the inside too. I want to add this. And this is from the Gallery Bloom set. I love this. Isn't that pretty? Queen Anne's lace. We had that all over the place when I was growing up in Western New York. But I do have a workspace that I put together in Hampton too. So when I go up there, I work on projects that I want to do, not projects that I need to do. Okay, there we go. I like that. And let's put this here. Like that. Here's some tiny dimensionals. And let's put that there. So I'm going to put this on the inside. I'm not going to color it right now. I'll color it later. But I'm just going to attach that on the inside. And then we have got these gorgeous Poppy Parade. And here's some yellows. Okay, I'm going to grab and let's do some, oh, let's do this. Let's put this here so it looks like it's the center. Oops, and that's going to be under the beak. Can I do that one? Okay, hold on. There we go. Or up here. I know these are peach pie. They're not yellow, but I do have some yellow ones here too that I pulled out. Okay, so there's two. And here is the Meant to Be. Okay, so this is the set. And isn't that pretty? I love these. So these are on sale. And they are retiring. So, like I said, if you are interested in this set, make sure, hey Steph, how are you? Make sure that you put an order in soon, because today was the day that everything went on sale, and I think these will probably go pretty fast, because that's a really cool layout. I just like that layout. So, okay, now what I did was I cut several layers. So for this one, I took this largest one. So this cuts these narrow pieces. The pieces look like this. And so what I did for this was I folded the green in half, lined this up over here, and then cut this with my scissors so that I got the whole thing, because I didn't want this to be just a really thin frame, you know, a 1/4 of an inch frame. That wouldn't be so good. So, and I did the same with this pink layer, and then I have this layer. So, let's do this. I'm gonna put that like that, and this is gonna go like this. Isn't that cute? I love that. Okay, and then this one's for the inside, and then where's my, oh, there's my bee. Okay. Okay, so we'll start with the inside. So that's gonna go there. Like that. And I cut some of these flowers. I have some more of these flowers. And the flowers were cut using this set, the Meant to Be set. Okay. Okay. And I have this, cute as can be. And let's see what the front looks like. And then we'll figure out if we're going to put that on the inside or the outside. Okay. Here we go. So this is just a different way to do your cards. Make them fun and be creative. Isn't it funny, the things that just pop in your head every once in a while? So, because literally I was going through the ordering process this morning and I was checking out to see what was actually retiring. And this set came up and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, I love those dies. And then it hit me. What if I made a card with these dies? Wouldn't that be cool? Okay, so I did this little bee. Isn't he cute? And here's his wings. Oops, I'm almost out of dimensionals. There we go. But what I love the glass mat because it makes it's very easy to clean up. Okay, so this is the bee's, what do I want to say? Kind of, not the bee's tail, but it gives you the impression that the bee is actually flying. So I'm just going to do that. That's cute. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp Cute as Can Be. Oh, and I know what I didn't grab. There's some bee trinkets also. So the scrapbook kits come with the designer paper, the matching two-tone 12 by 12 cardstock for scrapbook pages, and usually a sheet of these stickers as well. And some of them have ephemera that you can also punch out. But actually what I should do is put that behind him. But I'll do that. Cute as Can Be. And let's put a couple of these on. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to put a couple of dabs of glue. And we'll put this on. Oops, that one's upside down. These have a lot of detail in them. So I'll hold that up so you can see. You can see all that detail. And then I'm also going to put a couple of these on. Oops. Just to give it a little. And then maybe just a little bit of Wink of Stella on our bee. It's definitely working. Okay. These are our iridescent pearls, and you color them with either a Sharpie or blends, like that. You can use them for your flowers. Okay. Oop. Oh my gosh. All right. So there we go. There are 3 fun, very different shaped cards that are fun. And you can see for this one, what I did was I just hung this little point over, and so it opens up like that. Okay. And there we go. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. If you are not on my mailing list, you can go out to stampwithmarilyn.com and sign up for my mailing list. Okay, thanks and have a great weekend. Take care.